Hey everyone, Avery here with Skip's Tactical Solutions, and I'm doing a quick live chat tonight because I haven't been live in a really long time. So just want to come update you guys on a few things that's going on in my life. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask your questions. Hey, Full Deck Lifestyle, how are you? As you guys come on, please let me know where you're joining from. And I would also love to know if you have any questions. A few exciting things. So I decided to go live tonight because I did a quick interview with someone and I'm like, why don't I just go live? Because I haven't been live in forever. Give them a quick 20-minute chat and we can chat about things that you want to ask, things that you guys have going on, or just whatever questions you have. Airrock and Belty Cat, hey, how are you? Airrock said I hope I'm saying your name right, so sorry if I'm not. Said you look gorgeous, thank you. Belty Cat is joining us from North Carolina. And first question from Full Deck Lifestyle. He said, did you get any deer? I did. I posted my picture, I think it was maybe Monday, and I posted another one, I think, another day. Excuse me, I can't remember what day it was, but I did get a spike my very last day. Super excited. Wanted to kind of chat about the experience, but then I also picked up my meat from the processor yesterday, and we had some tonight, so that was pretty exciting. But yes, I got my first deer. Chris Bullis said, hey, Skip. Hey, Chris, how are you? Thank you for joining. Lou, the Real Trash Panda, said, it's been a minute. It's been a long while. Yeah, I can't remember last time I went live. I kind of forgot how to go live. Walter, hey, how are you? Hey, Richard, thank you for joining. Moo Butt said, congratulations, thank you. And thank you for joining, Tremaine. So if you follow me on social media, then you may know that I recently went hunting. I have been avoiding hunting for a very long time. And I want to say probably about a year ago, I decided like, hey, this is something that I may want to try out, try something new, get a little bit out of my comfort zone. That was a lot out of my comfort zone. And it was a really good experience. I met some pretty nice ladies. I was able to experience the entire hunting experience. And I am going to be honest with you guys. I'm ready to go hunting again. I never thought I would say that, but I also never thought that I would say that I have been hunting. So I'm excited to go on another trip. How many people do we have in here that are hunters, or how many people would like to experience hunting? Walter said, salute and thank you for your service. Thank you. It is my pleasure. And I see that Belty Cat posted a question in here. And we can all chat about it. I want to see what you guys think about it, and I will tell you guys what I think about it as well. But Walter said, did you dress your deer? I did. And since I did my hunt out of the state, we were able to bring it back, but we had to debone it before we brought it back. So I had to get it deboned. I learned a lot about hunting. It was more complicated than I thought it would be, but yeah, it was a lot of different facets to hunting. And the part that I probably struggled with the most was scent control. I like to smell very nice all the time. And to know that I couldn't wear any of my perfume, body spray, or wash in any of the things that I normally wash in was quite interesting, and it was kind of hard. But at the end, I was very excited to take a shower in my normal body wash. And if you have been someone that may be kind of like me and never really thought about that experience or never wanted to experience it, I would suggest that even if you don't go out yourself, that you experience it with someone else, because it was very rewarding and it was an experience that I'll never forget. So, I guess, do you guys want to hear about the hunt? Because I don't think I've shared it at all on YouTube. All right, so I see there's a few questions about it. Um, Walter said, did you dress your deer? So I did. And so the guide actually, it was a guided hunt, and the guide started it, and I kind of took over. There were a few times where I want to say when it came to like taking out the guts, he took that part out because I didn't want to puncture anything that I shouldn't have. And then we have a pretty serious mess on our hands. And I quartered it. But yeah, it was different. Let's see. Belty Cat said, Skip, you are. I don't see the rest of that. It just says, Skip, you are. So, Full Deck Lifestyle said, what would you say was the most exciting part of the hunt? I guess I can say the most exciting part is probably when you see something. And hunting, you have to be on your game. You have to pay attention, and you're looking for any movement out there. You got to be very quiet. I ate a lot of snacks. Like, when I say a lot of snacks, I gained and it wasn't really true weight, I'm sure, but between the 4 days that I was out there, I gained like 8 pounds. I was eating a lot of snacks. And when you saw an animal, you had to be quiet, you had to stay focused, and you had to really decipher if you could shoot that or not, but then be confident enough to take the shot, but also focus on your fundamentals, which that's a lot in a small amount of time, because sometimes like they come out and maybe they may smell you or they may sense something and they go back in. So you got to be on it, and you got to get a good shot, and you got to hit it. And the other people that were there were quite a few misses, and you just have to be willing to experience it. Like, everything that you shoot, you don't hit. Sometimes you're going to miss. And you just got to be confident enough with it. Like, I really didn't think that I hit mine. Like, he went back into the woods and I was like, dang, I must have missed. And then we went out to look for the blood, and we didn't see the blood initially. So I was like, man, I actually missed, which I didn't think that I missed, because, I did my fundamentals. I took my time. I had a good scope. But we found the blood, and then we started to try to track it, and then we didn't see any more blood. But yeah, I want to say that's the most exciting part. And there were some other things that I think it would have been a lot more exciting, but really just me knowing that I took a shot and I hit my target is exactly where I planned on hitting it. And then to be able to bring meat back, get it processed, that was rewarding as well. Lou said, I don't think I could shoot an animal. I'll shoot steel plates all day, though. And that's perfectly fine. There's plenty of people who do not want to, excuse me, shoot an animal. And I wholeheartedly respect that. I am on Twitter. It may be under Skip's Tactical Solutions, but then it may be Avery Skipalis. So I'm not sure. Sorry about that. It may be in the description of like my last video. Albert said, you want to go hunting where there are not a lot of people for your first time. I appreciated that it was guided, so I didn't have to worry about other people, well, not so much, other people being on the private land or like being too loud where I was. It was definitely one of those times where I was nervous. I was nervous going into it because I didn't know what to expect. But then I felt like there was, although no one ever said it, I think I put a lot of additional pressure on myself, saying that it was a sponsored hunt. And then I posted about it, but I like to post my experiences. But I quickly learned out there that I could not share as much as I thought I could share because I had to be quiet. And when you're trying to maneuver in the woods, you can't necessarily grab a camera and get a lot of shots because you're trying to be quiet going in. And then when you're going in, like we're going in at like 5 in the morning, well, 5:15 in the morning, and it was dark. And then at the end, when we were leaving at night, it was dark again. So there was a lot that I could not cover. And then being in the woods in the stand and not having a lot of room. There were a lot of limitations that I did not expect. Belty Cat, thank you for the reminder. If you guys are in here watching this, please give the video a like, thumbs up, comment. And I think I'm going to do something sweet for you guys. I think we're going to do a giveaway. I had 3 rounds in my gun, Walter. And I used 308. La Morena said, I always wanted to go hunting. My late father and grandfather were huntsmen. Unfortunately, no one in my generation does it. So I'm glad that you mentioned that because sometimes we have to find like-minded individuals who may not necessarily be in our family. And then when we do that, we can get lifelong friends, and maybe you can take an annual trip and hunt with them, or there may be someone that lives near you that you can find and you can go hunting with them. So I haven't really looked into it a lot, but I did see when I was looking at some hunting stuff on Facebook that there was like I live in the state of Florida, and there was a Florida hunters Facebook group. So maybe you can find a Facebook group or a group of like-minded men or women, that type of group, and learn from them. Hey, Chico Wise, how are you? So the gun, I had a Winchester XPR and 308. And Winchester actually sponsored the gun, and I had a Leopold scope on it. Belty Cat said, one of the things I would fear about hunting would be shooting into an unknown background. Did you take any special precautions? So we were on private land, and there should have been no one else out there. So when you're out hunting, you have to wear orange. So if there would have been someone else out there, you just have to make sure that you know what you're shooting at and really pay attention, because obviously you have on some sort of camo, but you're not just shooting at anything. You're shooting at your target, and hopefully you hit your target. But if you don't, then there should really be no one else out there just roaming around. Oh, so Chico Wise, Pink Shears. She's amazing, by the way. And I have been following her because we're connected through Women's Outdoor News. So I've been seeing that she hunts and kind of gaining a little bit of inspiration from her. Before I went, I did reach out to her to see what type of camo she recommended, because when it comes to female camo, it's not a lot of options out there. I went to Bass Pro looking for some, and she gave me quite a few recommendations, and she put me together a nice list in a very short amount of time. So I do appreciate her, and I appreciate the content that she puts out as well. If I lived near her, I would absolutely want her to mentor me when it comes to the hunting space. But I can just get her mentorship through her Instagram page. But other than that, when it came to the hunt, I enjoyed it. I did come back and take the meat to my local processor, and I think he told me, so he was pretty busy, but he told me that he would try to get it back to me in about 10 days. And he absolutely came through with the 10 days, and very good price. And he did a good job. So I will definitely be using him again. And he was nice as well. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like customer service at times is a lost art. So I like to save my coins and give them to people who deserve them. And not everybody deserves them. Let's see. There was a question that I wanted to answer. Oh, Belty Cat said, did you hunt for actual meat or taxidermy? So I was hunting for the actual meat. Last year, with everything that happened, I realized that hunting was a good skill to have, to be able to go out and harvest my own. And it's really rewarding to be able to fill up your freezer. Rucker Homestead, hello, thank you. Welcome to the channel. He said, hey, new to the channel, looking great so far. Looking forward to the great info. Thank you. And then Chico asked, would you do it again? Go hunting for any other game in the future? I would do it again. I'm excited. I was looking forward to getting a hog. While we were there, no one saw a hog. But here in Florida, there are a lot of hogs, a lot of areas to go hog hunting. So I think that's something I may try to do. Excuse me. But if I don't do it this season, then I will definitely try to get out and do it next season. And I want to make this kind of like a regular thing that I do. I shared my experience with my kids, so they saw me preparing, and, you know, I went to the range to zero my gun. I have been talking about it, and my youngest took the meat to the meat processor with me, and, you know, we explained it, and both of my kids said that they would like to experience it as well. So maybe we can do a family hunt and we all go out, and at a minimum, if we don't get to harvest, we always have that experience to be able to share with each other. Lou asked, how did the meat taste, and was it what you expected after cooking it? So I got, I want to say, maybe 3 pounds of snack sticks. And I got 3 packs of it. I don't remember how much a pack weighed, but that was the first thing that we tasted. My husband, he's like, hey, you know, I want to taste this now, as soon as we got home. And they were good. We have not cooked anything else yet. We're looking forward to it. I heard that chili is like one of the best things to make, so we will definitely have to make that. And I did not mount it. I did take the antlers, and maybe you guys have some ideas of what I should do with it. They were kind of smaller. I think I'll post them I was thinking about getting a pin or a knife made. I am a pin fanatic, like kind of crazy how much I love pins, but I try to collect different pins. And I was thinking about getting a pin made, but Amy over at Sisterhood of the Outdoors mentioned that maybe I can get a knife made as well. Total Glock Boy, hello. Thank you for joining. Albert, let me come back to your question. I want to address that. And Walter, I didn't know that ice draws the wild game taste out of the meat. Definitely a tool for my toolbox. Belty Cat asks, what is the price of a hunting license in Florida? That's a good question. My answer is going to be kind of interesting. So I did not go hunting in Florida. I went hunting in Georgia. And I had to get a non-resident license. But wait for it. I was able to get a very good price because the price that I thought I was going to have to pay, yeah, I felt some type of way about it. But I understand that hunting licenses are expensive. So getting a non-resident license in the state of Georgia, I was able to instead get a resident license in the state of Georgia with me being active duty military. Come through, being active duty. So with my total, I think it came out to maybe $24. That's what I think it was, which was nice. It was really nice because I expected to have to pay like way more. But if I were someone who hunted on the regular, I think I would try to do more of a long-term license because I did see that there are quite a few options for long-term license, and I'm pretty sure it would save you a lot of money. Belty Cat, where do you live? Hey, John, thank you. Welcome, Sand Hills. How are you? Thank you for joining tonight. We were just talking about my recent hunting experience. But yes, I just wanted to come on and I wanted to talk to you guys about my most recent hunt. It was something that I don't think I ever really talked about on the channel, was me being interested in going hunting or even hunting in general. We all know that that is a part of the 2A community, but it's not something that I had any experience in. So now I will be able to talk just slightly about that. But I do want to encourage people to get out there and try something different. Get out of your comfort zone. That was so far out of my comfort zone. I don't know what to tell you, but it felt good. And now I'm hungry for more. I want to go back out and I want to experience more of it. And I want you guys to do the same. If it's something that you've thought about within the 2A community, try it out. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? And I do want to share this with you, and I feel like I'm rambling, but when I was on my third day there, I started to think that I would not get a deer. And I was okay with that. And I know what you're probably saying. You're like, are you kidding me? Like, because I think it was a 7.5-hour drive for me to get to the location that we went. And I want to share with you why I was at peace with going and not getting anything, because I feel like we see the sexy part of a lot of things with social media. And if I came back and I didn't get anything, that would have showed that I'm just like everybody else. Like the probably thousands of people who go hunting and don't get anything their first time, because it's not really realistic to do something the first time and it be successful. And I was at peace with it. I had shared, I think it's actually good that I didn't, because maybe there's someone else who went for their first time and they didn't get anything, and they may feel like maybe it was them, or they don't want to do it anymore because everyone gets a deer their first time but them. So it was highly probable that I wasn't going to get anything, but I ended up getting something during like the last 2 hours of it. So I did want to share that. I did not think I was going to get anything, and I was okay with it. It is what it is. It's part of the experience. But regardless if I came home with a harvest or not, it didn't take away from that experience. Like, although I was able to skin it myself, I went and I experienced something different, and I got out of my comfort zone. And that was the key for me. Like, one morning it was 32 degrees out there, 32. And my husband was like, so my husband went with me so that he could record the experience for me. And he said, I thought you were going to tap out. Like, it was cold out there. We were in the middle of a field and the wind was just beating us up. And I didn't. I was like, I can do this. Like, I've done harder things. It's cold, but it's okay. The only thing, and I was covered up so much that the only thing that was cold was like this part of my face, because I didn't have anything to cover that. So definitely invest in quality equipment. We're not going cheap, because if this is something that you're going to do, you're going to have it forever. And even if it's not going to be something that you're going to do long term, you may be able to repurpose that and use that somewhere else in your life. So I wholeheartedly don't like being cold. Like, cold ain't what's up for me. Hey, James, thanks for tuning in. And Sandhill said in Nebraska that they have real deer. I did hear in different places, obviously, like the animals are different. And here in the South, our deer are quite smaller. But I do want to go somewhere else. Like, I want to go and I want to get out there and I want to have a nice harvest and cut it, although it smelled really bad, like really bad. I did it. Hold on for 1 second. La Marina, thank you. Yeah, I feel that we often see like everyone's good times. And there was even I don't know if it was my first day, maybe my second, I saw 2 deer, but it took me a while to analyze because I had never seen deer through a scope. So to actually see if they were big enough and, to really not make a hasty decision on, okay, I see a deer, let me shoot it. Because there are certain limitations for the property that we were on, what you can shoot and what you should not shoot. But if you guys have any other questions, feel free to drop them below. Give me like 2 minutes because I think we're going to do a giveaway. Do you guys want to do a giveaway? If you want to do a giveaway, drop it in the comments. We will do a giveaway. Drop giveaway in the comments if you want to do one. Belty Cat said, lots of people in North Carolina hunt for years and never get a deer, but deer getting hit by cars is almost a daily occurrence in the area. Yes, it's funny. So not that it's funny, but you type that. And when we left, I think it was the first day, that night, we went to the local Piggly Wiggly to go get some water and some snacks because your girl likes snacks. So we went to go get some snacks, and on the way, we saw like 3 deer just like on the side of the road. And we were like, are you kidding me? Like, we just seen 3 right here, and we can't even do nothing with it because it's dark outside, and we don't have our stuff with us. But while we're waiting on folks to type giveaway, someone asked earlier if I took a sidearm with me. And although we did travel with a sidearm, I did not have it with me while I was shooting. Well, not shooting. I didn't have it with me while we were out in the woods. And that is something that I will never do again. having my bolt action is completely different than having my sidearm. So I often hear that people do go out in the woods and they don't have a sidearm with them. And I'm not sure what their reasons are, but I would highly suggest that if you can legally do that, that you do, because you never know what you can encounter while you're in the woods. And Chris said, what part of Georgia was this? It was Wrightsville. So since we talked about the hunt majority of this video, I am going to do a hunt style giveaway. So make sure that you have smash a thumbs up, type giveaway if you want to give away, and give me a few because I'm going to show you what we're going to give away. Oh, and if you can, share this so that one of your buddies can get a potential giveaway prize too. And if you're not following me on social media, make sure that you do that because we're going to have a lot of giveaways coming up here soon. End of the year, giving away a lot of stuff. And a huge shout out to all of my Patreon supporters. If you guys don't know, I have a Patreon and they support me monthly. And they support things like keeping my podcast going, keeping me funded with small amounts so that I can get things like thank you. So I can pay for things like my FFL fees. Those are things that people really don't think about when they think of us doing gun reviews. And between my FFL fees, ammo, and range fees for this hunt, I had to pay for my license. I had to travel there. That was gas. It was a lot that went into that. So I appreciate all of my Patreon supporters. You guys are amazing. All right. So are you guys ready for what I'm going to give away? So even if you haven't been hunting before, you could use this. All right. So Winchester Ammunition sponsored my firearm and my ammo for the hunt. And they are absolutely amazing. And they took it one step forward, asked how many women, because it was women only. And they asked how many women would be there. And they wanted to send something for the women there as well. So they sent us, and I posted this, I think, on Thursday on social media. They sent us hoodies, mugs, t-shirts, stickers. Oh, and joggers. Absolutely amazing. Oh, and hats. How could I forget the hat? So they sent all of that, and we were able to walk around in our Winchester swag. Yes, it was nice. And Winchester has some really good gear. If you haven't checked them out, make sure that you head over and check them out because whoever wins this hoodie, you got to send me a picture in it because you're going to love it. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to give away is this Winchester, Winchester Hunt Camp mug. I like it. And I can see you guys drinking out of this. Yep. Hunt Camp, Winchester. And next is a Hunt Camp hoodie. Isn't it nice? So, hope you guys can see it good. And then I will also throw in a Winchester cap as well because I love you guys because you're amazing. So if you want to win this, and it's only going to be for the folks that are on this live chat, if you want to win this, type in Winchester in the comments. So all you got to do, type in Winchester, all right? So Belty Cat said, nice mug for hot chocolate. I have to ask you a question. How do you make your hot chocolate? Do you use milk? And if you don't win, that is okay, because guess what? I already said this. We're going to be doing quite a few giveaways here. I have quite a few Winchester mugs to give away, and I just love them all. Like, I love them so much that I don't even want to give them away, but I love you guys more, so I give them away to you guys. But I can see you guys with the mug, the t-shirt, and this cool hat that I'm about to show you. All right, so I'm gonna give you a couple more minutes to type in Winchester so that you can win one. Well, actually, whoever wins is gonna win all three. But definitely stay tuned because I'm gonna be doing a lot of giveaways. And if you have any questions for me, make sure that you drop your questions below. And this is gonna be the hat that you're gonna win. I had to catch myself because I was about to put this hat on my head, and y'all don't want no hat that I don't put on my head. So I really like this hat. I actually really like all of my Winchester stuff. So we got the hoodie, we got the mug, and we got the hat. Beltica said, how much is gas prices in Florida? I think I filled up a couple days ago, and I'm that person. I don't want to say I'm cheap, but I'm cheap. No, I'm not cheap. I'm very conscious about the prices that I pay. And I paid $2.96. I think $2.96 per gallon. But I go to Sam's Club and I get my gas there. But the store around the corner from my house, I think it was $3.10. La Morena said, milk is required for hot chocolate. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, it is. All right, so about one more minute, and then we're going to announce the winner. Whoever wins this, I want you guys to listen now. So whoever wins it, I need you to send me a message. You can send me an email at skipstacticalsolutions@gmail.com, or you can send me a private message on social media on Facebook or Instagram, and send me your address. Send me your real name. All right, I need real names, not usernames. Send me your real name and your address, and I will get this shipped out to you this week. I would like it if you guys would send me a picture so that I can post it of you and your gear. But if not, that's not required. I just want to show love for you guys showing love. Let's see. Walter said, do you drive a pickup? I do not drive a pickup. I drive an SUV. BMX said, what's your EDC? I have a couple different EDCs. I do a Glock 43X. I do the Hellcat. I used to carry the 365. But now that it's winter, well, yeah, it's winter. Where I live, I don't get a lot of time to wear hoodies, but being able to wear a hoodie, I can conceal something a tad bit bigger than what I would normally conceal. So I definitely love hoodie season. All right, so let's get ready for this giveaway. Excuse me. And while I'm doing this, if you guys can let me know what type of videos you want to see from me. Well, from my channel. Not sure if you can hear my kids in the background being loud. All right. All right, so our winner is Armando Cordova. So congratulations, Armando. I'm going to show who that is on the screen. Please send me a message so that we can get your gift over to you. So congratulations. If you didn't win, that's okay, because there will be plenty of things to win in the future. And I have a post on Instagram and Facebook for you to win your very own Hunt Camp hoodie. We can be like samesies. Hunt Camp, all right? So if you have not entered that giveaway, go to Facebook, go to Instagram, and all you have to do is either tag 2 friends or put a hunting experience in the comments. So feel free to do that. But I appreciate all of you guys. Congratulations again, Armando. And if you're new to the channel, as always, I appreciate your guys' support. And for those of you who are, I call you guys real ones, you've been here for a while, I appreciate you guys as well. So drop in the comments what type of videos you guys want to see from me. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Have a great week, each and every one of you. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in.